Hi, after doing my Get Ready With Me, I decided to do something a little bit different for my first Pride Month video. I'm going to do this as a Get Ready With Me. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about how the Twitter and Tumblr online left kind of really super hates lesbians, and particularly non-binary lesbians like myself. Okay, first this is e.l.f. Poreless Primer. So, I've been thinking of doing this because, a lot, like, before Pride Month even started the, lesbian thing, because there are a lot of leftists that are, bi and pan, and it's great that we have marginalized people here, but, like, I can't think of any, like, actual lesbian leftist creators, and I think that's because the LGBT environment online is really sucky to us. Late 15C in the ColourPop Stick Up Foundation. So, like, I'm not, like, immune to this either. I thought I was bi for, like, 3 years until realizing, like, I never had feelings for any of the guys I dated. I never had any sort of attraction to any men whatsoever. And I thought that being bi was better because, like, the online community of LGBT people, they're like, oh, well, just being in one gender is so, whatever. It's so last year, everybody's into, like, everybody's a little bit straight or everybody's a little bit gay, and I put into that for a while until I started, like, thinking about it and stuff, and I think, and a lot of the times, this targets online, it targets lesbians that say, I don't want a boyfriend because I am gay, and it's always been kind of weird, and because of that, like, people automatically think, oh, you're transphobic, because, there's a big history of transphobic lesbians. But a lot of the lesbians I know in real life have dated trans women. We are not inherently transphobic. And it's kind of gross that people think that lesbians are more susceptible to transphobia than gay men. I haven't had any sort of girlfriend yet, but, like, I don't really care about any of that. And then the ace discourse stuff started, and they started targeting lesbians first, and it's always like that. We're always seen as the more exclusionary people, but you never see this behavior with, like, gay guys and stuff, or at least not that I've seen. Where's my eyebrow product? ColourPop Brow Boss, not that great. It's just a normal brow mascara. Milani stuff's way better, but any sort of mascara goes out very fast. And if you're trying to make your beard hair look more even and stuff, if you do have a beard or facial hair, use this. It really helps. But I just kind of wanted to talk about, like, how often you see that kind of thing and how you never see it with, like, or I'm not going to say never, but you see it a lot less with gay guys than with lesbians, and I think it just all comes back to the thing where, like, lesbians are always painted as these mean, mean, mean women who are exclusionary, they hate men, they hate everything because, lesbians aren't sexually attracted to, sexually available to men. And by lesbians, I'm adding you at this. Like, I just don't like ColourPop main squeeze palette from their birthday collection. Like, you just get to call yourself, you know, bi, and a lot of the stigma that comes from being a lesbian is it's not just about, you know, being attracted to women, and that is a big part of it, obviously, but another big part of it is that you're not sexually available to men, and that's why I don't like the whole thing. And I think that it's like people like the concept of lesbians, and then whenever they see one in real life, they're like, oh no, And I was in this discussion yesterday about like how I don't like straight girls at Pride because I feel uncomfortable because of the bullying I faced as a young lesbian, and I just got like attacked because I was saying, no, this doesn't make me feel safe because that's like a bunch of straight dudes walking into Pride, and if a bunch of gay guys said, oh, well, I don't feel safe with all these straight guys around, like, people wouldn't be like attacking gay guys like that. I don't think so. And going in a bit into Big Gulp, I don't know, it's just you have to be like a lot more careful as a lesbian because everybody's trying to make you sound like this mean person that is inherently exclusionary. I got told on a server that lesbians are inherently like the most exclusionary, the most toxic part of the community. For what? Why? Why are you saying that about us? And then the person said because we have a predisposition to being aphobic and transphobic. And why do you think we're like that whenever I've heard way more transphobic stuff about trans men coming from gay guys, in my experience? But, oh, no, gay guys are always totally fine. They can do no wrong. I have been, like, and it's just one of those things where it's like, gay guys have a male privilege over lesbians, and because they're not seen as, like, sexually interested in girls will go all around and hang out with them, but straight girls treat us like shit. And I don't know, I guess it's like kind of a venti thing, or I just don't like being like, I'm not a fan of all this tone policing. I'm not a fan of automatically being associated with ace discourse just because I'm a lesbian. It's kind of unfair to us. And, like, if you're bi, do you, but stop saying that you're automatically better than lesbians because you're into more genders. It's kind of hurtful to us. And please stop derailing lesbian-only posts. Like, we have unique experiences. We have, like, a lot of people think that, they can co-opt our terms, like, you know, sapphic for bi women and pan woman, and, you know, other terms for, you know, feminine people that are attracted to women, and it kind of like, I don't know, it kind of just sucks being a lesbian on the online left because we are kind of treated like reactionaries, even if we're inclusive in everything. This is the BH Cosmetics Nouveau Neutrals palette. I like this. It's kind of a dupe for Modern Renaissance. Bummer is the packaging. It's white, so it gets super dirty. But I really keep this palette around for because I don't do a lot of neutral eye looks. Obviously, this is like about as neutral as I will go. And then I'm going to go in with, there's a orange blush here that I use the fuck out of. I love it. Unless you have dark skin, you really don't want to use an eyeshadow for a blush, so it's just, blushes are formulated to be less pigmented than eyeshadows, so don't fool yourself into doing it unless you're going to be very gentle, like this Vegetables palette by Juvia's Place. I love this palette. This peach shade Manmu, just have to be very gentle, and then for highlight, I guess I'll go back in with this palette also and do here's my highlight brush. For my highlight, I'm going to use this white shimmer in Uli. But yeah, if you're like an online leftist, please be an LGBT online leftist, please be considerate of how you phrase things. Calling people with he, him pronouns, like males or men, by just associating the pronouns with the gender, it's kind of sucky. For non-binary people who use he and him, like Thought Slime, or towards lesbians who use he, him pronouns. A lot of things you need to be careful about how you use, inclusive language. And lips. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie. I got this in an alert box whenever Nikki Tutorials collabed with them. I don't like it very much. It's super drying. Got a little bit of a soju look going on right there. And whenever a lesbian tells you that something is lesbophobic, please believe them. By the way, this right here, hooded eye eyeliner hack. Thought Slim, are you paying attention? I'm sorry, you did a really good job with your eyeliner. It's just whenever you have a eye shape like this, eyeliner sucks. And also, makeup is fun, and you don't have to be an asshole to people that do makeup just because they think it's fun. And yeah, I think that's it. The eyeliner I use is the BH Cosmetics Liquid Eyeliner. It's good, it stays in place, it's an eyeliner. The only eyeliner I've ever used I've hated is the e.l.f. Thick Line, because their navy blue pigment, it stains everywhere, it doesn't wash off for days, it transfers like you wouldn't even imagine. So stay away from that. But everything I use is BH Cosmetics and ColourPop, and it's super affordable. Also, these palettes are $20 full price. Not an affiliate or anything. Just love these. This is amazing. Alright. I'm just rambling here. But their shimmers are perfect. They're wet. I actually might put this on the center. This is the rose gold shade from the Zulu palette, by the way. Gorgeous palette. This was my first eyeshadow palette ever. This is my first rainbow palette to it. It's a nice rainbow palette. There's not a true blue in there. A true matte blue, and there's not a true matte red, but it's good for what it is. The only gripe I have is with this yellow that it swatches fine, it doesn't apply very well. But yeah, be nice to lesbians, you guys, and everybody of every pronoun. Or we're going to start calling people. I'm not going to be that mean, but yeah, please. It kind of makes us feel shitty about ourselves.